Hello everybody and welcome to Nessentius Plays Dwarf Fortress, the game of games, which is 42% complete to simulating life according to the creator. We are playing with the fort of Ducimritan, and yeah, we are digging out quite a lot of stuff over here. We are almost done with another layer of these workshop thingies that I usually make. And I'm gonna make this an awesome stockpile for wood. And it's gonna be huge. Like this. Done. Just bring a lot of wood right over there. And then we're gonna make some, not some workshop, but some furnaces, which is the shortcut key E. And we're gonna make 3 wood furnaces right over here. I don't care what of material they are built of. And with those wood furnaces, we're gonna make a lot more coal and a lot faster as well. But first, I think some digging is being done over here. And these guys have to dig through sand, which goes a lot faster, so it's not really fair to make it a competition. But now they are both in some stone, so that's fine. And we are still finding tetrahedrite everywhere, so that's also pretty good. And when this road is done, I think I will start constructing the wall. Maybe first designating this to be chopped down, actually, all these trees. Because murder to the trees is our dwarven motto. We don't like trees. Elves like trees, and we don't like elves, therefore we don't like trees. It's a solid logical conclusion, right? Don't like elves, therefore don't like trees. And I think they should be busy with that for a bit. Also, the bringing of the wood will definitely require a lot of effort on their part. And I'm gonna make it worse because I'm gonna make this place into a stockpile as well, and it's gonna be for metal ores only. So stone, we're gonna pretty much block all except for metal ores. And that means we can store some tetrahedrite here as well. As always, I queue up way too many jobs. But here we have cabinets in all the dwarven rooms. They should be happy. We can see that probably with our expedition leader. No, because he only needs an office. But if I make him the militia commander, he needs other stuff as well, and I don't really want to put the effort in for that at the moment. But yeah, I think the fort is starting to look pretty nice. Let's see over here, the doorway, the hallway is almost completely constructed. Just a little bit more. I think on this level I will also make things like the hospital. We are not that far from our main fort, are we? Actually quite far. Well, it's close enough actually. Closer than the top level, what top level was before. And we should also do some effort to clean that off, make it closed. But first we should replace things over here. So we should make the workshops that we have over there. Which is the ones that I need are a butcher's workshop over here. It can be nice here in the corner. Perfect. And a farmer's workshop. Now we haven't been using that farmer workshop that much, but we definitely want to use it eventually. What else do we have over here? Butcher, a tanner's workshop as well. Yeah, I think a tanner's workshop over there is absolutely fine. So let's go make a tanner's workshop over here as well. Good. Now this will also be eventually our training yard for our dwarfs, because if dwarfs stay too long underground, they will get sick every time they come in the sun. They will literally become allergic to the sun, which is not something I'm too keen on. And if we make them train outside, they will not have that problem. They will be like, fine, I will just be outside and train in this terrible sun. But at least he won't become allergic to it, and when he has to fight outside, he will be fine. He will not suffer penalties, like throwing up all the time while trying to kill a giant badger or something like that. I don't know. The enemies can be really strange in this game. Yeah. And once again, the thing that I am looking forward to getting are more dwarves. Yeah, we definitely need some more dwarves, and I think we will get them soon enough. So let's dig out some bedrooms as well while we're at it, and queue some beds to be constructed. We would like 20 bedrooms, I think, just to be sure. This, and then run this. With oh, that's too much. Oh. And with 20 extra bedrooms, I think we will be ready for quite a big immigration wave, and hopefully it will come soon as well. And I think we should start looking into building a library and a tavern, maybe even, and a temple, because it's new and I want to see how cool it is exactly. But first, some basics, I guess. And what I want to do when spring comes in the outside is gather a lot of plants. Maybe there will be some nice food and drink plants over there as well available. And we can make some outside farms even. Because there are a lot more seeds available in the game than the ones we can plant underground. Underground it's really limited, but outside you can plant many things. And I think it's time we should look into that as well. Let's go to the big main fort. Yeah, and dwarves are just busy for a while now. Just leave them doing their jobs. Over here, all the workshops are under construction. They're not being constructed yet, and a lot of this has to be cut down, so it probably will be a bit before the vault is actually being constructed. Unless we get a big migration wave soon. And I think we are overdue for a migration wave. When was the last time we got a migration wave? Read dwarfs. The autumn of 251. Well, okay, we are in the winter, so it's not that long ago. Snowstorm has actually come. That's maybe not that amazing. We've struck some green tourmaline, probably digging out the bedrooms. Oh yeah, we should queue beds. 20. And we're not gonna queue up some chests and cabinets as of yet. We have some rooms left over with chests and cabinets actually that are not being used by dwarves, so it's kind of silly to start doing it again. We don't know how much dwarves will immigrate actually and when the migration wave will come, so we have better ways of spending our time, I think, like hauling all the wood we can think of to our main fort, for example. But wood is really important for us. Wood will be the only thing that allows us to melt metal ores, since we haven't found any coal deposits yet underground. Also, I would definitely love to find some iron deposits, but yeah, you know, what, you can't have everything. Weather has cleared, and let's see. Butcher shop is also done, so let's go upstairs and actually remove this stockpile as well. Remove designation, remove this stockpile, and remove this butcher's shop, and this tanner shop, and this farmer's workshop, and goes to zones. Remove this zone as well. Go over here, and we're gonna make a new zone for our animals. I'm gonna make it a really nice large zone, which also includes some water. Right now the water is frozen, but eventually it will be fine. Now we need the grazing animals to go there so they don't die. And oh, we even have a horse. I don't think we can have cavalry in this game, but that would be actually pretty nice. You see a dwarf riding on a horse and charge into the enemy with a lance or something like that. That's something I would like to see. I don't think it's possible yet. And this game is available for free, and it's so deep and so rich. I mean, you can go into details of the dwarfs so much. If, for example, this guy. No, we need to go K to look at. We see this guy, Urvat Tuadil. Let's see him. He owns 14 objects. He holds a quarters with a chest and a cabinet. Not that much. We can look at his thoughts and preferences, and we get a lot of information about him. He's annoyed when caught in a snowstorm. Yeah, I can imagine. Within last season, he felt satisfied at work. He was bored after a lack of abstract thinking for too long. And this goes on for a while. I mean, if you want to pause and just read this, feel free, because there are some fun things in there. And you can also see his relationships, like who is his friends and who is his deity, and he can get children, and his health. I mean, his health is like, it's down to the finger how much wounds you get. You can literally bruise every piece of every finger on your hand twice, because you have two hands, and it goes so deep and it's so great. These two guys have been working on this game for about 10 years now, I believe, and like I said, it's 42% done towards simulating life, according to a recent interview that was done with one of the makers. And this version is called 40.42.06, which is not a coincidence, but I'm not sure if it's a joke or not, but either way, I mean, it's amazing. I love it. It's a really, really, really good game, and they keep improving on it every time. So we're almost done with the removal over here. No, I don't want to close this off immediately, but I will start building a bridge. So we're gonna build, and we go to bridge, which is the shortcut key G. Build bridge. Now we want a bridge that is 3 by 3. And then over here you can see retracts, and with W, A, D, X, and S you can change the racing direction. So W is up, left, right, retracts, down, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And well, what do we want? It doesn't matter if we do it like races downward or upward, but as long as we do either direction, because the bridge is built like this. If it races upwards, it will go like here, and this will be closed off. Or else if we do it downwards, it will be here. If we retract it, it will just be removed. You will not see it on the map anymore. And races, it will be here, and races on this side, it will be here. So I will go with race over here. Enter. We need 3 sources of stone. Fine, we'll give it to him, and that's how the bridge will look like. We'll also dig in a little bit over here. Yeah, just over here is fine. And that's where the lever will be placed, which will be connected to this bridge, and we can use this as an emergency escape or something like that, I don't know. Probably this will be closed off for the rest of the game, I think. You need to be careful. Bridges can be used as so-called atom smashers. Well, why are they called atom smashers, you say? Well, because they literally smash atoms. When a bridge is raised and you put it down, everything underneath it has smashed until even its atoms doesn't exist anymore. There's no sign of it anymore. That's why they call it an atom smasher. And the same when you raise a bridge, when something or somebody is standing on top of it, it is launched into outer space. And yeah, so you need to be really careful with bridges that way. Only pull the lever if you are certain that there's no danger to dwarfs or material that you want to keep. Now we also want to build a lever, so let's go to traps and levers over here, and we want to build a lever, and we place it here. We can place one mechanism with it, and the lever will be built. So the lever is now built, and you can see it looks like a small off is on there. Now we're gonna go to the lever, add a new task, and we want to link a bridge. And we want to link this bridge. It will take some mechanisms once again, and then the bridge will be linked. When the lever is pulled, the things that are linked with it will trigger into their opposite state. A bridge that is down like it is now will go up, and a bridge that is up will go down. And so you can have multiple levers on the same bridge, I believe, and you can make crazy contraptions, and I don't know, you can do cool things with it which are not necessarily useful, but cool nonetheless. And how are we doing down here? Yeah, still a lot of wood needs to be hauled, but that's fine. We have time. Should we craft some more weaponry? It's only copper. Copper is not that amazing. Do we have silver as well then? We should have, right? Yeah, and silver warhammers are absolutely fine. The game has different qualities for metals. Their weight and their ability to hold an edge. Silver is quite dense, and therefore for the same volume it will be quite heavy hitting for a bashing object like a warhammer. But it's not that great for holding an edge, therefore it will not be a great sword or an axe. Iron can hold a pretty fine edge, and therefore it will make a pretty good sword. And that way the game actually models it, and different metals are better for different purposes, which is pretty cool. So pretty much all of the chopping down of the wood is done over here. Another question becomes, do we want to build a wall out of stone, which is a little bit harder but also pretty cool, or do we just want to make it out of wood? And wood is so much easier because we have a lot of wood over here, and we can use all that wood. Yeah, making it out of wood is definitely not a bad idea. We can see what we want to do. There's a lot of wood over here as well. But we are filling our stockpile at least. And since we are stopping producing of the coal bars, I think that's a good idea. Now this job is suspended because once upon a time they were like, there's not enough tetrahedrite, let's suspend this job forever. So it's time that we reactivate it. We are maximized on coal, and now people will start smelting some copper or bars and some silver bars, which is fun and good. Now, we luckily have everything built from the metalsmith's forge, so that's fine. And this should be linked up now. Yeah, we don't have to pull the lever now, especially because it's pretty trafficked over here. Many people pass by. Did somebody die? Alath Atahol has become an expedition leader. I think he was already. Why is this pop-up? We're still with 18 dwarfs as well, so I don't think anybody died. Weird. I don't know what that is. That should be fine. Yeah, the holding's gonna take a long time. But then again, it is like 21 by 21, which is how much? Let's see. 21 by 21, calculate. 441 pieces of wood. That's a lot of wood. So yeah, I can't imagine that it's gonna take a long time. How are the bedrooms doing? Let's place the beds. Yeah, beds. And we are not in planning mode, so we should go in planning mode. Place all the beds, place some doors as well, and hope that we... Oh, that's actually not the correct place. Hope we will get some migrants soon, because we can use the extra hands. And if we get migrants, I will start looking for iron. And even if we can't find iron, I think it will be time then to start a military. Get some people actually training with some weapons, and I think we're gonna make some ex-dwarfs. Probably. Actually, we should remove the extra bed over here. We don't need 2 beds like this. And we want to build some doors in there as well. Not over there. But we weren't in planning mode, so that's fine. Build doors over here. Yeah. I mean, having 40 dwarfs in your fort is pretty good. And we want the bedrooms, of course, to be sealed in a nice hallway with some doors. Alright, just like that. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye for this episode. Next episode, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. It really depends on how soon the jobs get finished. Hopefully we'll be able to start building the wall. I was hoping to do it this episode actually already, but we'll see. Until then, thank you guys for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.